The Lost Treasure. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Maya who loved to explore. She had a map of the world on her wall and a compass in her backpack. She dreamed of traveling to different countries and discovering new things. She was very curious and adventurous. One day, she found a book in the library that caught her attention. It was titled The Lost Treasure of the Ancient Kingdom. It was about a mysterious civilization that existed long ago, but was destroyed by a volcano. The book said that the people of the ancient kingdom had hidden a treasure somewhere before the eruption, but no one had ever found it. Mia was fascinated by the story. She wanted to find the treasure and learn more about the ancient kingdom. She looked at the book and saw that it had a clue to the location of the treasure. It said, "To find the treasure, you must follow the stars and look for the island shaped like a heart. There you will find a cave with a secret door, but beware of the dangers that lie in store." Maya was determined to solve the clue and find the treasure. She decided to go on an adventure. She packed her backpack with some essentials and took the book with her. She told her parents that she was going to visit her friend Lily, but she actually took a bus to the airport. She bought a ticket to the nearest country that had islands. She boarded the plane and flew away. She didn't know where she was going exactly, but she trusted her instincts and her compass. She arrived at the country and took another bus to the coast. She looked at the map and saw that there were many islands nearby. She rented a boat and sailed away. She looked at the sky and saw that it was nighttime. She saw many stars shining brightly. She remembered the clue and tried to follow the stars. She looked for patterns and shapes in the sky. She saw a constellation that looked like a bear, another one that looked like a lion, and another one that looked like a dragon. She followed the dragon constellation, thinking that it might lead her to the treasure. She sailed for a long time until she saw an island in the distance. She looked at it closely and saw that it was shaped like a heart. She smiled and thought that she had found the right place. She steered the boat towards the island and docked it on the shore. She got off the boat and took her backpack and the book with her. She explored the island and looked for signs of the ancient kingdom. She saw some ruins and statues that looked old and worn out. She wondered what they were like when they were new and alive. She followed a trail that led her to a hill. On top of the hill, she saw a cave entrance. She thought that it might be where the treasure was hidden. She walked towards the cave and entered it. She used a flashlight to see in the dark. She saw that the cave was narrow and winding. She followed the path and hoped that it would lead her to the secret door. She walked for a long time until she reached a dead end. She looked around and saw that there was a wall in front of her. She thought that she had made a mistake and turned back, but as she was about to leave, she noticed something on the wall. She saw that there were some symbols carved on it. They looked like letters, but not from any alphabet that she knew. She remembered the book and took it out of her backpack. She opened it and looked for the symbols. She found them on one of the pages. They were part of an ancient language that the people of the kingdom used. She tried to read the symbols and translate them. She saw that they formed a sentence. It said, "To open the door, you must answer this riddle. What is something that has no beginning or end, but can be broken or bent?" Maya thought hard about the riddle. She tried to think of something that fit the description. She thought of a circle, but it could not be broken or bent. She thought of a line, but it had a beginning and an end. She thought of a snake, but it was alive and not a thing. She was stuck and frustrated. She wondered if she would ever find the treasure. She felt like giving up and going home, but then she remembered why she came here in the first place. She remembered her curiosity and her adventure. She remembered her dream of traveling and discovering new things. She decided to not give up and try again. She looked at the riddle and thought harder. She tried to think outside the box and use her imagination. She thought of something that had no beginning or end, but could be broken or bent. She thought of something that was not physical, but abstract. She thought of something that everyone had, but could lose or gain. She smiled and realized that she had found the answer. She said it out loud. The answer is trust. As soon as she said it, she heard a click sound. The wall moved and revealed a secret door behind it. Maya was surprised and happy. She had solved the riddle and opened the door. She pushed the door and entered the next room. She saw that it was bigger and brighter than the cave. It had torches on the walls and paintings on the ceiling. She looked around and saw that there were many things in the room. There were chests full of gold and jewels, vases full of flowers and spices, books full of stories and wisdom, instruments full of music and harmony. She saw that this was the treasure that she had been looking for. It was not just one thing, but many things. It was not just material, but cultural. It was not just valuable, but priceless. She was amazed and awed by what she saw. She felt like she had entered a different world, a world full of wonder and beauty. She walked around the room and explored the treasure. She touched some of the gold and jewels and felt their weight and shine. She smelled some of the flowers and spices and felt their fragrance and flavor. She read some of the books and learned their stories and wisdom. She played some of the instruments and heard their music and harmony. She enjoyed the treasure and appreciated its diversity and richness. She felt like she had gained more than she had expected. She felt like she had fulfilled her dream of traveling and discovering new things. She was happy and satisfied. She decided to leave the treasure where it was and not take anything with her. She thought that it belonged to the ancient kingdom and its people. She thought that it was a part of their history and culture. She thought that it was a gift for anyone who could find it and appreciate it. She left the room and closed the door behind her. She walked back through the cave and out of the hill. She got on the boat and sailed away from the island. She looked at the sky and saw that it was morning. She saw the sun rising and shining brightly. She smiled and thought that it was a new day full of possibilities and opportunities, a new day full of curiosity and adventure. She looked at her backpack and saw that she still had the book with her. She opened it and saw that there was another clue to another treasure. It said, "To find the treasure, you must cross the sea and look for the mountain shaped like a tree. There you will find a temple with a hidden key. But beware of the challenges that await thee." Mia was intrigued and excited. She wondered what the treasure was and where it was. She wondered what the challenges were and how to overcome them. She decided to go on another adventure. She followed the clue and sailed away to another country. The end. If you like the story, please like the video. Feel free to subscribe to the channel for more such daily stories. And do comment with your suggestions so that we can improve. I'll see you with another story next time.